tribute for a band.
I think he's enjoying it, I think.
The number of football clubs that play it as well in their stadiums, just about, I'm sure he does, live off it.
So Jack Hengert is coming on for Van der Sar. Risk management there from Zatkovic. Taking off the player with the yellow card, and Tommy Waddingham. His shift has ended, and Rafael Strauch replaces him. Exciting introduction from the Indonesian national, and Klein coming onto the field.
Hamill with the block, and now, what is Callum Timmins playing at?
Well, we're with you, Mitch. We don't really know what that was.
Like a charge down.
Druid's out ball is a good one. Aziz Bajic went beyond Tilio, who was well marked. Here's Andreas Kuhn, City's first chance off the crossbar, and the follow-up is rifled into the goal by Jonathan Cohen. And after all that early pressure from Melbourne Victory, it is City who strike first in the grand final, thanks to their Israeli international. Kept in play by Daniel Arzani. Well, credit to him, because he's made something out of absolutely nothing there.
It's a little moment, Simon, I don't know if you agree with this, it's a little moment that sums up the rebirth of Daniel Arzani.
Juan Mata's now taken a seat.
He's just sat back there.
It's as though we might even get a brief cameo from Juan Mata. 10 minutes of the game against Brisbane with a hamstring problem, and he's only played 70 minutes in 6 substitute appearances since.
I think that's about 4.5 minutes that Juan Mata's been standing on the sideline waiting to get on. He's now just standing there with his arms crossed, thinking that it's never going to go out.
Juan Mata's now taken a seat.
He's just sat back down. He had a conversation with the fourth official, said, "I'll sit down, shall I?"
Now the ball's gone out. Here's Juan Mata's big moment. I'm sure he's had bigger ones throughout his career, but it's good to see him take the fields. Bozidar Cry has been good tonight as well, Maka. And got the first goal, of course, the equalising goal for the Wanderers.
Yeah. Another one at work rate. Not afraid to do the dirty stuff as well as the pretty stuff. You go through the Western Sydney squad, I've seen that through for most of them, for most of this back half of the season.
Douglas Costa's got a problem with the earring, which needs to come out. Here's that change, by the way. Douglas Costa on for Zach de Jesus. And the Brazilians in the crowd are in raptures. He's played in plenty of games of this magnitude in the past, and we're told that the check is complete and there's no penalty to be awarded.
Well, that would have been curtains for Sydney. A stay of execution maybe if the Wanderers keep in this mood and Sydney can't find an answer.
Douglas Costa's got a problem with the earring, which needs to come out. Can't bring your bling, even if they were once known as Bling FC. That was in your day, Hans, wasn't it? You were CEO here.
I think in the western suburbs of Sydney they still refer to them as Bling. Probably the most polite reference they have for Sydney FC, truth be told.
Of the driven shot at goal, just threw his body in the way.
Sapsford again, that's a nice touch from Brillante. Now Mata! Well, it's taken just 23 minutes. And Juan Mata has his first goal in Australian football. It's a new year, perhaps a new start for the Spaniard in Western Sydney.
It will be Jančevski with the direct shot. What a cracking goal! Ivana Jančevski! She loves playing Sydney FC, and she's fired up after putting a rocket into the corner. Well, it can barely draw a smile out of the gaffer, but everyone else inside Amy Park is dazzled by that. Ivana Jančevski with one of the goals of the season from a free kick.
Just waiting for the Greek striker to control the ball. Arzani's threaded. Pass finds Mashash or the little Rabona. They're queuing up here, and Casey Boss drills it into the bottom corner. Just his second ever goal for Melbourne victory.
MacArthur here, Harvey Norman replay just shows a couple of party pieces. Firstly, beautiful ball in behind from Arzani, lovely run from Mashash, who gives it the Rabona to the far post. He sells Vujica, and then the ball over the top, not dealt with, helped on by Velupile. MacArthur's defence is prone. The finish is like an arrow into the vacant space at the far post.
Lolly couldn't believe it. Kennedy is overlapping. Not used. Still with Lolly. Costa takes it off his left foot.
Douglas Costa stops the flight of the ball that Lolly, we know so desperately, wants on his left boot.
De Vries into the night sky. Duncan with a double-fisted punch. Mai's going to keep that in. Rogerson! Hands go to head for Logan Rogerson, and those in the crowd, they'll check it. But that ball had gone behind a fancy before Guillermo Mai was able to get across him, or it bent behind.
That's the suggestion.
Brooke Nunn and Tori Tumeth. Oh my goodness me. What exactly occurred there? Enough for a yellow card for sure.
Lenny Fry really let her know, and then Hayashi, delightful delivery, flicked and just off, and somehow Khamis gets up in time. So seemingly will be a corner. Well, I asked the question, are we going to see late drama before the half? Laney wants the ball back. Well, Molly Godsell has reached immediately into the back pocket. And Khamis and Fryer have been sent their marching orders. Well, late drama it is in the end of the first half. It's the second red card of the season for Sham Khamis. And Lenny Fryer, well, she was not impressed with the behaviour of the Wanderers goalkeeper. So this really turns the game on its head.
End product is what he was looking for. And there is a proud, very proud Craig Wynnum. Not only, of course, the player, family and friends joining in the celebration. Oh, 50 up, maybe 50 more, who knows, for Alyssa Wynnum. And you can see the emotion, what it means to her there as well.
Well, an offside disallowed goal proved costly last week. It might again. Stroud scores! And he goes to celebrate with his new fans at the Den.
Wellington looking to defuse the latest defensive situation, and they've gone back to the passing out from the back, which they abandoned briefly in the last couple of games with the longer goal kicks, but looks as though they've been instructed to go back to type, and now they pass through the press and got a bit of a mini break on. 4 on 3. Sam Sutton's in the area. He pulls it back, and Corbin Piper in back-to-back home matches puts the ball in the net and draws Wellington level on the 10-minute mark.
Giancarlo Italiano said that his team would be brave today. They played out, they drew Melbourne victory in.
Is he going to ask for the video review of that one?
I think we were waiting to see if we were going to get Cosmina Muscat Mark II.
Auckland have so many jerseys forward, so many bodies. A chance for the counter-attack. Joel Anasmo off at the races. Koulibaly in danger. And it's going to be a very short-lived debut. It's a straight red card for Adama Coulibaly. You see there, almost apologetically, what else could he have done? And Nasmo was away.
Look at this. Ball knuckling down the ground. Pavlicic has had a nightmare, and Sapsford is going to score the easiest of his career. It's a disaster in Gosford for the Mariners. And Pavlicic in his first A-League match for the Mariners. Western Sydney with an early lead, and Sapsford grabs number 7 for the season.